Hi everyone and welcome to Calm Creations. Today I am going to be starting a new project. Today is Monday the 29th. I am working today. We've got extended trade at work, but I don't start till lunchtime, so I've got a little bit of time this morning. I've been thinking about starting this for quite a while. It is totally inspired by To Be Loved Treasures by Corinne. She's got an amazing Redwork journal, a Redwork book, and all the elements in it are, you know, slow stitched or paper related with tags, and all sorts of goodies are in her book, and I thought I'm gonna have a go at making one. So over the past few months I've been collecting bits and pieces and putting them in a container, and I think I'm ready to start. So what I've done is I have got a piece of calico which will be the backing. So when you're slow stitching, it's elements sewn on to a base fabric, and then you build up a collage of other bits and pieces. So there's going to be embroideries, there's going to be black work that's done in red, there's going to be other little stitcheries, all added to this journal. So this is going to be my cover. So that's the back, the spine, and then the front. And I'm just playing around with a composition of how I'm going to do my front cover, but I think I'm happy with that sort of layout. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to, on my machine, is sew this middle panel into these parts so that I've got one flat piece. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'll pause the video and I will be right back. Okay, so that is all sewn together. So I've just sewn the middle piece in, and then I've got this little doily, and I was thinking about putting it on the front cover somehow. I mean, I'd invisible stitch it down, but then I also thought I could put it through the center of the spine, and then that be the front, but I don't know. So what I've also got is, every time I go op shopping I have a look for doilies and you know, well, not necessarily hand embroidered, but doilies and placemats and anything that can be used in this process. And I also got this. Now that fits on there perfectly, and if it's folded in half you'll only see excuse me, that half on the front. But then what happens is it covers all of the red spine. So I'm not sure about that piece yet, or whether I should stitch this onto the spine or to the front. I think that one's too small. It's got little, I think, rabbits. I don't know if they're rabbits, I don't know what they are. But that's another little piece that I've got. I haven't got very many, so I need to keep an eye out and keep looking for these sorts of bits and pieces. But it's going to have lace and other fabrics. I've got these ones that I'm going to add in somehow. So these little bits and pieces will all be going in there as well for backgrounds. Or so what I need to now decide what I'm going to do is am I going to have that in the middle, or I think I will do it in the middle, and then I've got some space there to decorate and the back cover. So I need to invisible stitch my background onto the piece of calico and invisible stitch my doily onto the cover. So, and I also haven't decided whether it's going to be a soft book or a hard cover. I have cut out the covers. That's the spine and that's that, but I don't know if I'm going to do that method yet. My hands are freezing. So that's something I also have to think about, but what I will do is I'll get this all stitched down. You don't want to watch me invisible stitching because it would be boring viewing. So I'm going to get all that stitched down and then I will be back. Okay, so what I've done is I've cut out a big piece of batting that is going to be in the back, and then the calico will be on the other side to cover any stitching. I've pinned everything down, but what I did is I found in my stash this ball of, I don't even know what it is. It is Mercer crochet thread, and it is it just says 20, so I don't know what that means. Hang on, here we go, what's in here? Coats Fast 609 colour Mercer crochet 20. So what I did is I think this will become quite a prominent thread throughout the journal, along with red. But what I did was I just did a running stitch, camphor stitch, borrow stitch, all the way up the two parts of the red on the seam, just to add something. But now I'm pinned it all down and I am ready to invisible stitch my background piece and this piece to the batting. So when I come back I will show you that, less all the pins, and then we can start decorating. So I will be back soon. Okie doke, fast forward a couple of hours and I have invisible stitched everything down and it's now ready to embellish. I'm going to make some yo-yos and some hexies and a few other little bits and pieces that I can use to decorate the cover. But that is where we are up to at the moment. I did find while I was rummaging through all my stuff was, where did it go? Where did I put it? Hang on a minute. I had it just here somewhere. I did find this panel, part of a panel that I was given for sashiko. So I thought I could do a piece of that in red and stitch it on. But there's all sorts of different things that can go into the journal. So I'm not limited, which is fabulous. So that is where we are up to. I will leave it there today and I will see you again soon with an update. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye.